This week, thieves break into the theater. But no worries, for much comedy ensues. This and more coming up on At Spotlight. Hello, I'm Chad, and welcome to At Spotlight. We had a great break for the holidays here at the Playhouse, and we're excited to get back to work, but that only works if you show up to see the shows. It's kind of a two-way street. So here's our deal for 2023. We will offer some of the best and most entertaining shows and events, and you will call off the COVID hibernation and get out of the house. Now it's time for me to make good on our end of the deal, and I believe I have the answer for you in this week's edition of On the Stage. On the stage this week, playwright Pat Cook has provided the material for a fantastic weekend of laughter as the Bluegrass Players present You Can't Beat the House. A hilarious riot from the opening scene to the final moment that the actors race off the stage. Two thieves break into a house, only to discover that it's up for sale. At that moment, two unsuspecting passersby stop by to see the house and discover the thieves. Through mistaken identity and trickery, the thieves are assumed to be realtors. That is until the actual realtor shows up, followed by a string of other people all descending upon the house for various reasons, and further complicating any eventual escape. Each character brings new life to the room with comedic quirks that are both obvious and welcomed as the madness on stage leads to laugh after laugh. You Can't Beat the House performs this weekend, Friday, January the 6th, and Saturday, January the 7th at 7 p.m., with a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. on January the 8th. Tickets are available online or at the door. Adult tickets are $13, seniors $11, and students $9. For more information, visit thespotlightplayhouse.com. Next week, You Can't Beat the House will return and joined by Toy Camp. Now it's time for What's on the Radar. Let Your Hair Down Rapunzel, the musical, performs January the 20th through the 29th and is presented by the Bluegrass Players as part of the Sunday musical series, meaning it only rehearses on Sundays. A great way to get involved at the Spotlight community production without a big-time commitment. The next Sunday musical will be announced next week, and auditions are set for February the 5th. And speaking of auditions, Spotlight Acting School is holding auditions January the 28th for Press Start, the musical. Based on popular video game characters, this show is a fun opportunity for kiddos to mix their digital interest with performing arts. That's Press Start for ages 4 to 11, and no kiddo will be turned away. Details are available online or by calling Spotlight Acting School. James and the Giant Peach is scheduled for a grand performance February the 3rd through the 5th, presented by the Spotlight Acting School students ages 14 to 18. This advanced group never fails to please, and James is an incredible show as it unfolds right before your very eyes. And don't forget the second week of the Bluegrass Players You Can't Beat the House, January 13th and 14th, along with the adorable Toy Camp, performed by the Spotlight Acting School students ages 4 to 11, January 13th through the 15th. Remember, you can always find dates, times, and purchase tickets on our website, thespotlightplayhouse.com. Now, did you know? For this week's Did You Know, we're going to talk about the Spotlight Playhouse's Pay What You Can performances. In line with the Spotlight Acting School's mission to never turn anyone away from the performing arts, the Spotlight Playhouse has developed Pay What You Can as a way for theater goers to come to the theater no matter what kind of a hard time they're going through. Because I personally never want you to say, oh, I missed that show because I couldn't afford the tickets. Come on out. On those particular nights, you pay whatever you can and you are treated the same and no one knows the difference and you get to see the show. That's the way we want it to be and that's the way we're going to keep it. So, I'll see you at the Playhouse.